Hi there, yeah, that's right. Great and glorious to be famous one day. NickDutch here, yet again, coming back on the camera with more delightful ramblings. Okay, just want to go straight back to basics yet again. For those of you guys who know me, for those of you guys who've seen plenty of my videos before, you'll know I talk about what could loosely be described as New Agey stuff or occult stuff and so on and so forth. It's no mystery that the most popular video that I've done was the first video I did on demonology. Okay, even despite that video and all the subsequent videos that I've done, I still get people sending me the occasional email saying, tell me how to control a demon, or tell me how to control a spirit, or tell me how to make a specific result happen. Well, we got to try and put all this stuff into perspective. All right. Within the New Age world, we've got this like crazy quasi corporatocracy, which is like a one-way flow of information, whereby people in the New Age world just do their New Age stuff for profit, for business, and also people who are in this world are very keen on promoting themselves, quite understandably. All right, so they're not necessarily going to go into great detail as to what they actually mean, and for this reason we always get the phrase "it works" coming through. Now, I've just got to reiterate this: if something is described or defined by just two words, right, that's not enough. That's a soundbite. It's not enough information. It's loaded with meaning. It's loaded with assumptions, and basically it's complete and utter bullshit. Now, my reading lamp works. I press a button, the current flows into it, and it works. And if it doesn't work, I know that either I haven't put enough money in the meter, or there's a power cut, or the fuse is gone, or there's a connection problem, or there's something wrong with the socket, or something wrong with the bulb, and I can then remedy that, and I can get the thing to work. Usually. Alright? With something that's a little more of a chaotic system, like involving the human mind, the human body, psychological states, religious ideas thrown in, obviously we're talking about something tremendously more complex than something that turns itself on, or that you can turn on or turn off in like a kind of like a binary way, or that works in accordance with like the laws of the physical world, right? Alright, so think about those two words, "it works," as the way that people who've got a very simplistic view of the world would explain themselves. Think of the words "it works" as being the way that people who are just powerful self-promoters, alright, would just use to make them look like they're the kind of person who can make a result happen straight away. Right? It sounds to me a bit like those ghastly, badly photocopied adverts you get in the back of some astrology magazines that would, would be like a handwritten scrawl that someone had photocopied and would then be sent through as the artwork, and it would say, like, be the smallest, cheapest advert you could get. Very low price for that advert. You'd always say, like, how to win the pools with numerology. If she could win the pools with numerology, she could afford a better advert, if you know what I mean. But people fall for these phrases, and as a result of that, the New Age world gets like converts to New Age religions or New Age schools of spirituality. They get people who are willing to become promoters or evangelists for, let's say, I don't know, the specific environmental goals or specific religious goals or whatever. All right, and all because of this meaning-laden two little words, which are basically misused for the purposes of trying to, control people. So, if you are approaching the New Age or the occult or spiritual healing or divination because there's one particular result that you are trying to create, you are probably going to be very disappointed. Alright? And on the road to trying to create this result, you may end up being taken to weird New Age religion, spending more money than you can afford, and so on and so forth. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, because obviously I work for a living in the New Age world. I'm a professional tarot reader. But I sell it as being an entertainment service with some therapeutic benefit. Alright? Because I feel that's an intelligent way of selling a tarot reading. That's not fraudulent. for me to turn around to you and say, I am the great Merlin, you know, you must worship me, or, you know, I can bring back the dead and all this, that, and the other, so give me $3,500 US, then, ew, if I ever become like that, I'll probably have to shoot myself, you know what I mean? It's just like, ew. I hope I never do become like that. You know, obviously I want to make more money doing this, so one day I am going to charge more. But on the other hand, you know, I'm not doing this to become an extortionate, lying, cheating, stealing, evil, twisted, motherfucking bastard who doesn't deserve the right to continue his life, if you get my drift, okay? So, but going back to the phrase, it works. Think about that. Think about who told you that this, that, or the other works. Think about what are they trying to get out of it. Think about what changes are they trying to create in you. I mean, with a lot of people, it's because, with a lot of New Age authors, it's because they want to be considered to be the great experts within their field, so other people carry on buying their bloody books. Now, maybe I shouldn't say that either, because I'm trying to write, you know, an occult book, but I'm trying to write one which is based upon intelligence and reason and rationality, as well as to allow the experimentation in the occult, because essentially what we're doing with occultism is we're experimenting with ESP-related phenomena. We're not saying that by doing this you will become a god. You know, you'll have 1 million followers, and you know, all this. We're not. I'm not saying that. There are other people out there who are saying that rubbish, and it's deceptive. It's delusional. It's morally fucked. I mean, oh God, it's appalling. And these people just carry on, like, peddling this tripe. I mean, obviously they're making a good living, probably living in, like, fucking massive houses and the rest of it. But on the other hand, they're all a bunch of wankers, okay? Yes. And you don't have to listen to them. I reckon that if the occult is used properly, if magic is used properly, it gives you stability, structure, peace of mind, and then you start to expand in the possibilities, and you start having angelic communication and the rest of it. But it's quite easy to just develop beliefs, because humans love to believe. It's much easier than having to think about what's going on and what's really real and what's really important. It's much easier for people to have grandiose concepts of what's important, which aren't based upon reality. It's much easier for people to have infatuations and to have beliefs, rather than to think, which is basically a sad indictment on the whole of humanity. But on the other hand, you know, we got to accept that this is just part and parcel of what humans are about, which means that the New Age world is so open to abuse. So, I don't want you to be disappointed. Obviously, I'm very interested in you continuing to study the occult, experiment with the occult, and have fun with it. But, you know, chill a little. Keep your rationality. Don't become an occultist who loses his mind. Alright? You just play, have fun, experiment. But be analytical, because the analysis, that's where the real power is for you. Because that's what's going to make you effective, and that's what's going to stop you from going insane. Good fortune, God bless. NickDutch signing out.